Now I'm going to show you the inside of the unit. On this Jayfeather, we use a stepping stool. On slightly older models, these start to give way and they're a little wiggly, so we prefer a sturdier stepping stool to get in and out. So you'll put that down and then come on in. So now we would have put the beds down on the outside, unscrewed it and laid it down. The only thing you have to do next is there's a shepherd's hook laying on the bed. That's going to go up into this little hole and then stick into the back side. It's really, really intuitive. So you just pop that bad boy in. And then like a pop-up, there's snaps around the outside of the bed that you lock into place. And that's it for the bed setup. Super easy. So this is a U-shaped dinette if you choose to pop the table up. Or you can turn it into a bed by putting these cushions down. Personally, when I use this unit, I like to leave this just a couch. And then this table I set outside for my drinks or food just outside the unit. So now on the Jayfeather, it's wonderful because you have a slide out. It's going to make the unit feel really roomy. What you're going to want to do is walk around the outside of the unit to make sure that there's nothing that this slide out is going to back out into. And then you're just going to go right over to the front, to the manual station here. And this is the slide out. You're just going to push it out. When you're connected to electricity, it'll slide right out until it stops. And then before you depart, you're just going to bring it all the way in. So now you've connected to your city water connection or your potable water. If you want to have hot water, you're going to need to use a water heater. That's also located right over here at this station. First, you're going to want to for sure make sure you have a water connection. Then you can turn on the water pump. Only after that do you want to turn on the water heater. Otherwise, you'll burn out the heater if there's no water running through. And there's two different water heaters, one if you're running on gas, one if you're running on electric. Generally, we hit the water heater on about 20 minutes before you're going to want to use the water. Right here are your buttons that kind of tell you your battery life, how much the gallons, the tanks are filled of your fresh water, your black poop water, and your gray water. These indicators are just an estimate because they kind of get coded and then they're not as accurate. So this, again, on the tanks is just an estimate. The battery is pretty accurate. Upon arriving to your unit before departure, you may find that your refrigerator is propped slightly open. This is to avoid mold getting in the fridge. If you come in and see that it's open, just grab those rags and throw them in the freezer and make sure they're securely locked so that they don't go all willy-nilly and bang as you're driving to your destination. Upon returning the unit, we ask that you take those rags and slightly prop the fridge and the freezer open for that reason, and leave one of the rags in the freezer so it can collect some of the extra condensation. This unit is equipped with a heater, so right over here is where you can adjust the thermostat on the heat. However, a lot of time in summer you don't need the heat, you need the air conditioning, which is going to be directly above you, up here. I'm now feeling like a flight attendant. As the oxygen drops, put on your mask. No, this is just going to give you air conditioning, not oxygen. So welcome to your cabode away from your commode. It's pretty intuitive on how to use the bathroom. There's only two things you really need to remember. One is there is a special kind of camping toilet paper that needs to get put down there. We always have a couple rolls in the bathroom for you. The other thing is located under the sink are going to be these toss-in pouches. If you're going to use the toilet, we ask you put a gallon of water and then toss one of these in there. That's going to help your unit not smell while you're using it. So we did promise you some amenities. All your cups and plates are in these drawers and cupboards. You have your utensils, pots and pans. You can kind of get yourself familiar with everything you know, before you take off or when you arrive at your destination.